Let's let her rip this morning.
Took Mandor hand hook car door man hook, but who is phone is I guess the real question in all of this. It's the board castle, and we're here, and and it's this, and this is what that is. And Matt Franco, my good friend,
I'm here.
shaking
Hello.
my hand. Look, we're good friends. This is what friends do. And I was telling him a spooky, scary story. Should I retell the spooky, scary story?
From the top.
I was really hoping, what I was hoping is that I would tell the spooky, scary story so long that the show would start and it would just be, I would be in the middle of it. But I literally finished the spooky story like right as it cut away from. Anyway, so there's this guy and a girl, and they're in the car and they're making out. And then it's in the woods. They're in the woods in their car and they're doing kisses on each other. They're like, I love you so much. We're in the woods and we're doing kisses on each other. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, yeah, with their tongues. They're doing big tongue kisses. They're doing like those kisses where you just like stick your tongue out and then your tongue is just in the other person's mouth, but you just stay like that, just like two people with just tongues in each other's mouths, no moving, big, like deep. I'm part of this now. And then, what happens then is they have the radio playing. Yes, exactly like soaking, but with mouths only. They're mouth soaking. They're mouth soaking, and they're just waiting for someone to jump pump up, if you know what I'm saying. Do you know about that?
I do.
The jump pump.
The jump pump.
Oh, it's my favorite thing. I famously am not the most excited person about sex all the time necessarily, but I do think that jump pump sounds like such a fun time. It's an adventure.
It's one of the good ones. It's what the kids pay for.
Anyway, so they're listening to the radio. They're listening to the radio, and the radio says, asylum people are out. Crazy, evil killer man. He's out, and he's gonna murder. And he has a hook on his hand. Did I say that the first time?
I think we missed the hook.
He has a hook on his hand. He's an evil murderer with a hook on his hand. And then they're like, oh, so scary. And then they hear noise outside. And the man is like, I should go check outside for what noise is. And so he goes out, and then she never sees him again. And then she's so sad because she loved him so much, and she was doing big kisses. And now she has no one to do big kisses on.
Not one person.
No one to do big kisses on. And then man door, hand hook, car door. Pretty sure. Did I not leave the door unlocked? Okay. Everything's fine. Anyway, Mandor and we're here and we're in it. And we're doing the show. And it's the board castle.
The board castle. Creepypastas.
How is Matt Franco?
I'm doing well, doing dandy.
What have you been up to? What is your life like? I feel like I say this every time that we go boy to boy here.
Yeah.
I feel like every time we only really talk as shit in the back of a room while an open mic is happening. And mostly we just say, haha, that guy sucks. Those are the most of the things that we say to each other are, haha, that guy fucking sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we do. We just when they get off stage, we just tell them that we just say,
Hell yeah, good
You
set,
suck.
man.
"Oh,
No, they come up and we go, hiya, fuck yeah, good set, man. And then they walk away and we're like, I'm pretty sure they said something really racist. Going boy to boy once again.
we can name names."
Oh man, we could name so many names. We don't do
Derek.
it.
Derek.
Oh my god, Derek is so bad.
If he says one more
Have you
9/11
seen?
joke, I'm gonna lose it.
It's not even the 9/11 jokes for me, if I'm being honest. Because here's the thing: 9/11 funny,
Inside job for sure, but
inside job for sure, and that's the funniest part.
he's a strong believer. That's why they're not funny.
When the government does things to hurt as many people as possible, funny.
Yes.
So funny. The problem that I have is all the Benghazi jokes.
Yeah, that's too much. A little too far.
A little too far. Come
too
on.
Spicy.
You
with the
could talk all you
Benghazi.
want about the thousands of souls lost in those towers, but if you say one thing about the, I don't know, 100 or so people who signed up to die and then went and died, no, how
Nope.
dare you?
You're done.
You're done. You're done.
Instant light.
Also, what's his name?
Kyle. Or sorry, there's
Colin
Cedric?
Maddox.
Trying to think of- oh,
Never mind. Sorry. It was just the first actual name I thought of. Anyway, I think that we're done with naming names.
no more names.
No more names. Oh man.
The rest are left to be assumed.
I mean, so what? Everybody knows
Yes.
you're a big time Hollywood stunt double.
Every day.
That's what you do for your work. Yeah, I mean, you do comedy and jokes as like your passion project,
yeah.
but you make the big bucks by like ramming into walls and like
Being sandwiches.
I heard that you were the stunt dick in Antichrist
yeah, that was a
'cause-
stunt dick there.
because Willem Dafoe's dick is too fucking giant, so they couldn't use his actual dick.
Yeah, I usually get the small dick jobs, unfortunately.
Oh yeah. Well, see, the thing is,
Even though we do the green dick, so like they really could make it larger, but they just don't.
see, that's interesting. So Willem Dafoe's dick was too big,
Yes.
and so they were like, nobody's gonna believe it if we show a video of Willem Dafoe's actual big hanging schlongus.
I think he's got the biggest dick. I've seen it myself.
it's fucking enormous.
It's scary.
He's got a fucking fire hose on him,
Oh yeah.
ready to blast some ropes. But so they see that his dick is too damn big,
hmm
and then they say, well, we gotta find a stunt dick.
They couldn't
But-
ask him. They had to look. They were. They didn't believe it when he told them 18 inches. But
And he's being modest.
Yeah.
It's like 25.
it's an easy 25.
He can wrap it around his leg a few
He
times and
does it.
tie
It's
a
a little
knot.
trick. He just swings it around.
Yeah, he could lasso you with
Mm-hmm.
his big honking schlongus. But so
I got to touch it too. It's pretty cool.
what?
Yeah.
You touched it?
Yeah, I had to give him.
You
couple
touched his
dollars.
honking schlongus?
Yeah, just a poke.
Oh, just a little, just like a Facebook poke.
Yeah. So
Uh,
if I'm gonna be your stunt dick, I gotta at least poke it.
But okay, so his dick was too big. They were like, we need a smaller dick. We need
Yeah.
a stunt dick. But they still green screened
My
your dick
Yeah.
because they were like, well, yours is too small.
Well, it was because of the age. I'm too young.
Oh
It won't-
yeah.
it won't
Oh,
look
they
like his
needed to.
age. Yeah.
They needed to do like the reverse de-aging from The Irishman on your dick.
Yes.
It's interesting because I didn't realize. I thought that I would have assumed at least that dicks pretty much look the same the whole time
You mean when they're soft?
because
Or
they.
when they're hard? I guess
I
both
mean,
scenarios.
No, I mean like when you age,
Oh, when you age.
as you get
Oh
older,
yeah, it doesn't ever
because
look super young.
a dick already looks like it's like a million years
Yeah.
old. It looks like an old crone's withered finger
Yeah, it does.
all the time.
Yeah. Especially
So,
on the good old cold days, they kinda
so like
more
a
wrinkles there.
90-year-old's dick, does it just look even more withered?
Yeah, it should, right?
I don't know.
The wrinkles have wrinkles.
I guess I have not compared various aged dicks.
Maybe it was also the pubes too, because he has.
I mean, I've spent a lot of time on
I guess I
Lemon
could dye
Party,
my pubes.
and those good dudes' dicks look fine.
Yeah, They got some good dicks.
Yeah, and they're probably like 1 million. So. Oh man! All right. I wanted to ask you about a couple of movies. Wondering if you had done some stunts in those.
Okay.
So here's there was this new Predator movie that came out. Prey. Did you do any Predators ever?
I did all the original Predators, but I refuse. That's another one. It's just too much work.
Oh yeah.
They for all the costumes and that they can make and stuff. They for some reason they make you put on the suit and then they dread my hair. It's like a whole thing. I
Yeah.
have to have dreadlocks for like.
Oh yeah. Well, I
a
mean,
year.
see, I guess the solution to that would have been cutting off your hair, so it would have forced them to put a.
But I gotta have the long hair for the female roles.
Oh yeah.
Because wigs,
Sure.
I don't use wigs.
No
They-
wigs.
too many. They get reused they don't
unless
clean
you're
them.
doing a short hair roll. Then you
Yes.
do a wig.
Yes.
So you did the old Predators, but you're just I also
The new one, I was busy. I was
Oh,
busy.
okay.
That's the truth. Of it.
Because I had heard that what's his name? Jim Carrey, when he was the Grinch,
Yeah.
they had to bring in like CIA torture experts to like talk him through like
I was the one torturing him. That's what they brought in.
I was thinking that it was just like explaining like ways to cope with
They
being
brought-
tortured.
Yeah, they brought
But
in
you
the
straight up
CIA,
came in and just like
tortured him.
like attached a car battery to his balls and stuff.
Yes, because the CIA was not cutting it. They were beating around the bush.
Yeah.
They were big fans of Jim Carrey.
So they were
and-
just attaching the car battery to his bush?
yeah.
All right. Nope. Did you do any horses in that?
Any horses?
Any horses? Have you ever done a horse?
I was the horse in spirit,
Were you both halves of it?
both halves.
See, because I'm picturing. I mean, this might just be my misconception.
Yeah.
I'm picturing that it would be like one person is the back half of the horse and one back person is the front half of the horse.
No, that's not. It's just one. I go green body. Just green
Because
body.
I heard that
make it in post-editing.
they can't use actual horses in movies ever since that one horse from the Never-Ending Story, Zaxos or whatever. He was in the muck.
Oh, yeah. That's when they used to use real horses. That
yeah.
horse died.
And I heard that horse fully died in that muck.
Really
and then
died.
they were
That's
like, well,
why
I guess we
they-
can't really do this
Yes.
anymore.
Yeah, that's when I started. That's when I started volunteering for
Sure.
those types of roles.
Oh, you would volunteer. So you don't even get paid as a horse.
Oh no, I volunteered, but I get paid.
Oh, you just like, they're like, we need someone to play horses. And you go,
I'll do it for money.
I'm your little baby. I'm your little clip clop horsey boy.
Well, I told them I could do it for the Never-Ending Story, and they're like, no. You charge too much. We got a real horse. The horse will do just fine. And then the horse.
And we
died.
don't have to pay the horse anything.
Yeah, the horse is not getting paid.
And they definitely didn't have to pay the horse anything after.
I don't think they even paid for the funeral. It's pretty fucked up.
No, because it was in the muck. What are they? Okay, I mean, they could have. I guess they probably put some candles around the muck. That horse was not coming out of that muck.
That boy is traumatized. That's.
Okay, did you play the train and Bullet Train?
I played the train in Bullet Train. I also had to play the tracks. It was pretty. It was a long day.
Wow, that is a tough day
Yes.
because that train is moving fast.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking like just the train. I felt like was like that's gonna be a friggin' nightmare.
Yeah. You do train first because it takes too long in makeup, but then I
Sure.
just lay there.
Oh yeah.
After lay still for 12 hours.
So you do a lot. So it's a lot of practical for the train, but then it's
It's a-
full method for the tracks.
Yeah, it's a lot of like moving sets around, but
Yeah.
I'm still laying down as the tracks for 12 hours.
All right. Okay. And this last one, you ever done any of those scary? Do you like a Michael Meyer or a friggin' Freddy Krueger? Fred
Yeah,
Kruegs?
I did most of those movies. I did my the most tiring one was the Friday the 13th movies because they always show him walking, but then
Yeah.
it's like a different scene, and they made me run to the next scene. That was a lot of
Oh.
running. It doesn't show, but
Oh.
Jason actually runs. At least I had
Yeah.
to run. as
Well, I
Jason.
mean, was because you got to get to the next place
Yeah.
real quickly.
Yeah.
So they basically they were just like, this has got to be practical. No golf carts.
no, there's
you-
too much hills.
You got to know how tired and exhausted
Yeah.
Jason is
It's they
as he's slashing these
The-
innocent teens.
Yeah, they made me do that. It was frustrating, but whatever they make me do, I get paid for it. So
That's true.
more hours.
That is true. I guess
Yeah.
that is the way to do it. Just I honestly, if it were me, I would say I'm gonna go everywhere on foot
Yeah.
because then you have to pay me.
Yeah.
What's your hourly rate?
It's about $800. No. Yeah, $800 a minute. So that would be like,
Oh, $800 a minute.
yeah,
Wow. Oh, you just do
by the
minute rate.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Better speed this up.
That's
You wanna
crazy.
save some
It's
money.
crazy that they still went with let's have you go on foot between sets.
That was in the fine print. That was the last time they.
Yeah.
When I came back for the sequel, they were like, "All right,
They were like, all right.
no more running.
We're doing everything that happens is gonna happen on the same set.
Yeah. They turned Friday the 13th into like a little multi-camera sitcom. That's what they did.
Yeah. All right. I think it's about time that we go to the phones.
All right.
Let's go ahead and let's as always, the phone number is 539999721235672 pound star 69. Oh man, let's go ahead and go to a caller. Let's hit us with a friggin' give us the okay. Let's hear from the Dark Whisperer, shall we? Hello, Dark Whisperer.
Dimbley Clancy!
Oh, Bobby!
Pip pip and all that, my boy! How are you?
I'm doing so well. Have you met my friend Matt?
Yes, Matt did a little bit of dick work for me back in Devil All the Time.
Oh, hell yeah. Devil All the Time. Was that the one with 9/11 at the end?
As you know, Clancy, all my films have 9/11 at some point in it. It's just
That's
about
true.
whether or not you're
Alright.
paying attention at the right time.
I did forget that wrinkle that all of your movies do have 9/11
Yes.
happening in them.
It's a bit of nepotism. I stick them in there. But no, man, Devil All the Time was the one where I was the southern preacher, and I was all like, you must seek salvation.
Oh,
That was that one.
why did they make that?
It was quite bad. I don't think it's odds, but when Matt was there, I had a similar kind of Willem Dafoe situation happening, so they had to call Matt on set.
Your schlongus is just too dongus.
It's not too big, but I'll tell you this, it's too fun for most people.
You've got like a silly dick.
I've got a bit of a silly Willy Clancy. But you know that about me. We've been to the sauna together.
That's true. We went to Savi's Island when you came to visit.
We had a good time.
Swung our little willies around, and everyone loved it.
We played Star Wars sword fighting in the urinal with each other's wieners.
Hell yeah. That's the only good thing you can do with a penis, I say.
Oh yeah.
Sword fight with the piss.
Well, that's keeping good Christian fun, my boy.
So, Bobby, I have been dying to chat with you. Last time we spoke, I mentioned the idea of putting together a little vigilante team because I heard that some other Dorcases have been meeting up, becoming some sort of Avengers bullshit. And I would really love to get together something and start cracking skulls, you know?
Well, Clancy, you know, I'm a street level vigilante myself. I think I'm the man for the job.
Hell yeah. The first thing I want to try and think of is like, what is our team name?
Well, I think we should first decide sort of what the tone of our team is going to be.
Oh yeah.
Like, are we the Avengers? Are we the Defenders? Are we?
Well, I'm kind of like if Deadpool was funny. So I guess he's sort of in the X-Men mostly. Maybe
Yeah, and I'm sort of a defender. I don't really see myself as like a A-list superhero like Batman or Spider-Man or Daredevil, but I'm more of somewhere street level, someone further down the ranking like Batgirl or Spider-Woman or Elektra.
yeah. Okay. Perfect.
So I'd like to kind of slot into that spot on the lineup.
Yeah, I think we're the cool ones.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like the Avengers are dorky.
Oh, they're complete nerds.
Yeah, we smoke cigarettes and roll dice.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, yeah, maybe we're the Dice Men.
Yeah, maybe we're friends with some of the villains, and actually we do some of the crimes.
Okay, all right, but like the fun crimes, like heist.
Yeah, heists or shootings at a baseball game.
Ooh, yes. Oh, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, instead of what if we just start like a mob? What
Yeah,
if we're
sort
the
of just
mafia now?
a roughneck band of brigands.
What if we're the International Waters Mafia?
Now that seems like territory that's been yet to be claimed, Clancy.
Unmined territory, and that's us. We're gonna be the big mafia, but we're only gonna shoot the people at the baseball games who are like bad.
Oh.
Yeah, or look at us funny, or,
Yeah, well,
or
I
rooting
mean,
for the wrong team.
in what world is looking at us funny not a bad person trait?
Holding up
That's
the
very
bathroom line.
true.
I
They're
think
just a
that's
couple of normal lads in superhero suits and
yeah.
Chiasaka suits and zoot suits.
Just because we're wearing spandex doesn't mean you can look at us funny.
Absolutely not. Just because we're all oiled up, just because we got like a whole suit on and it's all oily and wet and soaked up
we
and
do.
moist
We
and-
do soaking wet, so we're basically naked.
Yes.
And then
I think that gives me an idea for our superhero team name. Actually,
okay.
what if we were the Wet Bandits?
Okay, I
Ooh.
do like that. I do, because that
Is
also
that-
brings in the whole international waters part.
Yes, I see what I'm saying. That could
The
be. I
crime
think
and
that's got
wetness.
brand
I think-
potential.
I think all of our crimes should have to do with either crime or wetness.
Yes.
Yes, and I
So-
think the SEO on that name will be perfect for us.
The Wet Bandits. Yeah, I don't think
Yes.
anybody has used that for anything,
Yeah. No.
as far as I know. I don't think so.
Maybe
You
a
wanna
Baby
be-
Wipes brand or
You
something.
wanna be a
But
part of that? I mean, you've got hella skills. You can pretend
So
to be
many
anything.
skills.
You're a
I'm used to being
chameleon.
wet most of the time.
You're like, honestly, you're basically an X-Men already.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you can just if people close their eyes for a second and suddenly, oop, Mystique.
Yeah.
You've Mystiqued them.
and you
You wanna
know,
play Mystique?
every superhero team / mafia needs a goon. And what is a stuntman but not the goon of the acting world?
Oh my god, that's true.
Very
Well,
true.
I don't know. Maybe the Grip might be the goon. The Best Boy.
The Grip would be a pretty good name for a street level superhero.
Maybe. Oh, what if we all name? What if our superhero names are all like below the line like film set workers? Like I could be Best Boy.
Ah.
Bobby, you're the Grip. I mean, you're just the stunt man.
The stunt.
The stunt.
The stunt.
And then I'm also gonna
We'll
reach
have
out
some
to
sort
Google-
some sort of alchemist named the Caterer.
Ooh, yes, the Caterer.
That
I
sounds
like
nice.
that a
That
lot.
was a good one.
This is great. I'm also gonna reach out to Gooby Gary. I'm reaching out to I'm calling in all my favors on this one, and we're gonna
Yeah, Gooby's a shoe.
we're gonna do so. And Gooby, the thing is, I'm not sure what Gooby's whole deal is, but I don't know if he even needs anybody's help to do Big Heist.
Nope.
I think he could just do whatever he wants, probably.
He kind of just shows up and goes up, in my experience.
Yeah, definitely. All right,
Just put the
Bobby.
boy in and let him cook.
Let him cook. All right, Bobby. It's been so nice talking to you.
No,
I hope
really,
to see you
Clancy.
again
It's
soon.
always
We
a
can
pleasure.
meet up in a park and beat the hell out of some hoodlums.
Oh, that would be lovely.
All right. Love you so much. Kisses.
Bye bye.
Mwah. Bye. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Bobby, for calling in. And I think it's about time that we
Yeah.
move into the next part of the show.
Let's do it. Roll
Let's
it up.
do it. Let's move into the next part of the show. Let me see. I just gotta have a look-see at okay. And here we go. Our next guy. Oh, let me grab my. Let me do this. Let me do one of these. Let's shuffle my note cards. Here we go. And see that? It's hee hee. That's my David Letterman's. Hee hee. It's pretty good, right? I mean, that's pretty good. Our next guest is an explorer. He explores, I assume, probably.
Yeah.
Everybody, please welcome Aiden Columbus. Aiden Columbus. Here we go. Hello.
Hello. Good
Aiden.
day. Good day. Good day.
Hello.
Greetings. Salutations, everyone.
Howard Aiden. Good to meet you.
Thank you. I'm sure it is.
Pleasure.
I mean, all right, that's fine. You can. You can just say it back. You just say, "Hey, it's nice to meet you."
Oh, it is a pleasure to meet you as well.
I'm a big time famous talk show host, and you're just what the fuck have you done?
Well, I am a sailor by occupation.
Oh,
but-
say I had explorer.
well,
See,
my
as
true
you can see,
passion is
the only thing written on this card is explorer ?
question mark. And what a great question that is, isn't it? But
Explorer.
I'm a sailor by occupation, but my true passion is discovery and exploration.
What?
It runs in the family.
Okay. I
What
mean,
family?
his last name is Columbus,
Oh.
so obviously, like,
It's
probably. What's that show? Columbo? Are you one of those? Are you a Columbo?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know what you're talking about.
That guy Columbo. I think he discovered things, right?
Yeah.
He was a lawyer, which means
Columbo.
discovery is an important part of the process of law.
Yes.
You've never seen Columbo,
I
so
have-
you're not related to Columbo at all.
No, not Columbo. But my
trying to think.
ancient ancestor was Christopher Columbus, who
Oh, Christy.
old Cristoforo, really,
Cristoforo Columbus.
the famous Spaniard.
I've heard a lot of people are throwing that sucker into the ocean these days.
Oh yeah. You know how much hate I got on for being an apocalypto? Just being in the movie.
Just being in the movie.
Just being in the movie.
What did you play?
I played the environment.
Oh, you were just the set.
I was the set. I didn't even play the ships. I refused to play the ships because I
Wow.
knew who was on them.
Wow.
It was your well, it was a movie, but it was your ancestors in a movie.
So-
Yes.
You just go around letting people know that you are related to someone that most people hate?
No, yes, I really don't see what the problem is. He found a new place that nobody had known about before,
No one.
I mean, arguable, but continue.
and I think he did a lot of good
Name
discovering.
name three.
Well, we have Walmart for one.
Christopher Columbus did Walmart?
Well, it's cause and effect, chain and reaction.
Okay, well, I mean, do like a 6 degrees Christopher Columbus to Walmart.
Well, Christopher Columbus discovered the New World,
Okay.
assisted in
Christopher
building
Columbus
it up.
arrived at a place that people already were.
Well, if you want to look at it that way, sure.
Well, I mean, what define discovered, Aiden?
Well, today I was at the 7-Eleven right down the street, and in the fridge was this nice can, a nice decorative can.
Yeah, liquid death.
And yeah, I just discovered this. It's what's great is at the top you can pull this tab, it cracks open, and inside there's a delicious beverage. I don't know why more people aren't doing that.
I think a lot of people are doing that.
No.
No?
How many days do you spend on land?
Oh, very few.
Oh, so you're out at sea most of the time.
Out at sea, seeing things, discovering things.
Sure. What?
Did you know that there is salt in the ocean?
I did know that.
It's wild.
When
Why
did
are more
you-
people not talking about this?
Here's my question. How much of the time at sea do you spend like awake and looking at things?
Well, I'm looking. I don't spend too much time listening.
Okay, all right.
No radio.
No radio.
No radio.
I like to
So-
keep it pure. Me and the sea.
So if
Ah.
you were doing big mouth kisses with a lady on your boat, you wouldn't even hear if an asylum had a big breakout.
No, I would not.
And then, but which is actually a pretty good thing, because then you wouldn't get out of the car and go check what the noises were.
Right.
Or boat. Get out of the boat. Just hop off the boat and walk around a little bit, see what the noises are.
That's very dangerous.
And
to hop
also,
out of
you
the
wouldn't
boat
be able to
at
hear the
sea.
noises because you don't listen.
I do not listen. That's a motto in our family that's been passed down for generations: is don't listen to what anyone else says. You're right. And if anyone tells you otherwise, you didn't hear that.
Okay. All right. I mean,
That's actually a Christopher Columbus quote. I think I learned that in high school.
Yes, it is.
Don't
That's
listen.
what old great granddaddy Cristoforo said.
I mean, I feel like I have a little bit convinced myself that not listening is a good idea, just based on that one story about the two people in the car and then the hook car door, hand hook, man door, hand hook car door.
That's where I thought it was going. I thought it's a good point though. If he doesn't listen,
If you don't listen,
won't get
you
killed by
don't
the
hear
man hook
you don't
car
hear
door,
the
car
radio,
door, man.
you don't hear the noises, you don't go check, you stay in the car.
Mhm.
Man door, hand hook outside, not in here.
Nope.
No, thank you.
Life saved.
Life saved.
And then another thing to figure out and discover: did you know that the buttons inside of your car, if you press them enough, you start hearing people talking through the speakers?
Yeah, that's the radio.
Why are people not doing this more?
Wait, no, that's the radio. Where
No.
you would
I'm
hear
going to call it the Columbo.
Well, Columbo's already a show.
Nah.
All right.
So are you telling me you think that's like how you
Wait.
how you make calls to people, like the little like radio like the comms they have on like the boats, like how they call other boats, so you call other cars?
Yeah, but in the cars, they never seem to respond to me yelling into the steering wheel, which I assume is where the microphone is.
Makes sense.
Why? Explain why you would assume that that's where the microphone is.
As I feel when I press it, it's like doing Morse code.
Oh,
It does make noise. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, but the point of Morse code is that it doesn't have a microphone, and that's why you would use Morse code.
Well, I feel like there's new ways to discover how to do it, and I am finding them.
Okay. All right.
that's
So-
you discover something every day.
I discover something every minute.
What's your name for the refreshing drink that you discovered?
Oh, Liquid Life.
Liquid Life.
Yes. I think
Liquid
it's going to
Life.
be a great. I think it's going to be a hit.
See, I figured that it was going to be like Columbus Aid or something.
Oh, that's even better. I'm glad that I thought of that.
All right. Why don't you tell us some more discoveries that you've made, Aiden?
Well, do you all ever have any trouble with your shoes falling off? Because the other day I was in a shoe store and I saw these pieces of twine that were just hanging packaged together, and I thought, hey, my shoes always fall off because there's nothing holding them to my feet. Laced them between the little holes that come in shoes. What were those for? What were those for? And now I figured it out. You tie them all together. Now my shoes don't fall off.
Wow.
Okay. And what do you call that invention?
Like Columbus ropes.
Columbus ropes. Question. Where did you get your shoes?
I make them myself.
You make them
Oh.
yourself. So why did you put the holes there?
I thought, stylish sort of piece of flair.
Well, I'm sure you find magazines like when you're on this and out at sea. Like eventually you come across some
Hey,
trash.
Discover magazines.
Discover some
Thank you.
magazines that you see pictures of shoes, and then you recreate. You're like, oh, that must be how they do this and that, right? Maybe
Yeah.
catalogs. That's
I like to model it after others, but everything that I do is very original.
yes.
Here's a question. Let's see. A question from DP Snacks. Tell me what you think about me. I buy my own diamonds and I buy my own rings.
That sounds like a true entrepreneur right there. I buy my own diamonds and I buy my own rings.
Only ring your celly when I'm feeling lonely. When it's all over, please get up and leave.
What's a celly?
It's probably like cell phone, I bet.
Yeah.
Do you know what a
That's some kind of jellyfish.
no? Okay.
I got one of
'Cause-
those brick phones from the 80s.
Oh,
I'm old school.
okay.
You can throw them across the
I'm
boat.
trying to decide because, like, you'll say some things and it'll be like, oh, like he knows sort of about the world, and then you'll say other things that, like, it seems like I learned when I was like 7 or 8 or younger, maybe like first grade sort of stuff, and then you don't know about those things at all. Explain. Tell me about
I'm a
like.
complex man.
Tell me about your life. Explain. How did we get here?
How did we get here? I ask myself
Tell me
that
about your
every
parents.
day when I wake up.
Well, let's start with your parents. What are their names?
Well, there's Annabelle Columbus,
Annabelle Columbus. Okay.
and then, of course, Christopher Columbus, the 12th.
Are you the first not Christopher?
Well, I go by my middle name. We all go by our
Oh.
middle names.
Oh, sure. So what is
that
your
makes sense.
dad's middle name?
Jerome.
Jerome. So Jerome Columbus.
Yes.
Okay. And
That's what he goes by.
Sure. Absolutely. And your mom, what's her maiden name?
Her maiden name is Cash.
Cash. Like Johnny?
Yes.
As in literally related to Johnny
A
Cash?
descendant of Johnny Cash. We're a very rich, our family history is rich with many celebrities, many accomplishments.
Now, your dad, did he perchance discover Johnny Cash?
Yeah, he was his agent. He found him. Johnny they argue about this all the time at Thanksgiving, but Johnny always said, "No, Jerry, you didn't discover me. I was already making music when I visited your prison."
Yeah. Oh, your father was in Folsom Prison.
Oh, yes.
All right.
For
What did he-
copyright infringement.
Oh, copyright. What did he specifically infringe?
He claimed, rightfully so, that he wrote the Constitution and wouldn't give it back.
Well, I mean, wait, wouldn't give it back? Like he stole the physical
Well,
Constitution?
it was his since he wrote it.
Okay. All right. Okay. So this sounds like less copyright infringement and more stealing government artifacts.
That is what the court said too, but we choose to continue to see it our way in the Columbus family.
Did this happen before or after the movie National Treasure came out?
Before National
Much
Treasure.
before.
Yeah, National Treasure is actually the inspiration for that movie. I know because
Oh, you were in National
Yeah.
Treasure. Did you play the Declaration of Independence?
I played the Declaration, and I also I made Nick Cage stay home. I was like, I don't even want to see you because he's so does not want to do stunts. He doesn't want to do anything.
Oh,
He just wants to be Nick Cage.
So
or,
he-
go sit in a cage.
did you just do like full green face and
Yeah.
just like he was plastered onto you the whole time?
Just like Face Off. I actually made him.
Oh, you
put my
faced off with
face-
Nick Cage?
Yeah, I made my face on Nick Cage for this.
Face.
Made him stay home with my
Off?
face on his face.
Wow. This is way more interesting. I am surprised that this wasn't what you came here to talk about, Aiden. That your father stole the Constitution.
Well, we don't like to phrase it that way.
Oh, your father
defame our good
reclaimed
name,
reclaimed a thing that was rightfully his,
Yes.
or whatever. Now,
much like the original Christopher Columbus, who they claimed
Of course.
the Earth was flat. Which, I mean, to be fair, they were right, but still,
Now,
there was
this
other
is
stuff out
interesting.
there.
Now this is interesting. That okay, so Christopher Columbus, your great grandfather. Was
Yes.
that the right amount of greats?
Approximately.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Several greats grandfather. Or well, your worst. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I truly don't understand.
So he thought that the world was round and nobody believed him. And then he was like, I'm gonna sail off into the distance and run into India. And then he landed here ostensibly. Almost literally here. We are where Delaware used to be. It's gone now.
International waters.
Yes, international waters, where Delaware used to be.
Yes.
It's gone now. Don't even worry about it. fucking Joe Biden was an AI and was gonna implode, and it was a Skynet thing. Anyway,
Sounds like it's ready to be discovered again.
look, if you can rediscover Delaware, absolutely go for it. But let me go ahead and tell you that fucker's gone.
I'll find a way.
The fucker is long gone. Anyway, he
can
thought
find
the
the
world
rock
was
while you're
round.
at it.
He arrived here, thought it was India, blah blah blah. The rest is history, as they say. But now why do you think the Earth is flat?
Well, if it were round, he would have ended up in India. But obviously, he reached the end of the Earth, which is where we rest now.
Interesting.
Also,
So wait,
do you feel like you're spinning?
does the flat Earth not spin?
Oh no.
Tell me everything about the flat Earth.
It's a disc
Sure. Well, I figured that.
that is
Or
flying upwards.
I guess it could be square.
Yeah, but who wants to be a square? Am I right, guys?
You don't have glasses, so I'll do it for you.
All right. Yeah, beat up the nerds. It's a disc that is flying upwards, thus creating gravity.
Oh.
And it's just a nice flat
So
sphere.
what's up with the sun and the moon?
Oh, they move.
Yeah.
Scientists.
Okay, so they move. The sun, the moon, the stars, they're all like connected to this flat thing that's going up.
Yes.
What's underneath?
Ice, right?
Yep.
All ice?
I think I've seen pictures.
So so it's just an infinitely growing pile of ice?
Yeah, it's like one of those magic snake fireworks, but with ice instead of coal.
Okay. And why does this make more sense to you than the Earth is round?
Oh, because it's simply the truth.
Sure. All right. Okay. And when did you discover this?
Probably around 16.
Okay. Had you been maybe like discovering some of the devil's lettuce?
I plead the fifth.
Oh, see? You're smarter than your dad.
There's some very great YouTube videos about it, which, if we know anything about the internet,
Sure.
everything on there is totally factual.
Yeah.
Okay. So, wait, okay. Now, the things on the internet, you didn't discover those.
Oh, well, I discovered them by exploring the deep corners of the internet.
I see.
And I discovered these great sources that I don't know why more people aren't listening to them.
I can't remember. I think I was maybe going to ask this earlier, and the conversation went in a different direction. Define discover.
Well, I find.
Sure. Okay.
One step.
One step. I found it. It's mine. I did that.
So you own it, and you are the reason that it happened once you find it.
Well, if it's there. You know, when you're at a pool and you just find some flip-flops and you're like, wow, great.
Free flip-flops.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like a good way to get athlete's foot to me, but
Or if there's a car running, that's clearly your car now. Hey, look, I found a
does
new
that
car.
happen a lot to you?
It does in the neighborhoods I hang out in.
Oh, I see.
Sounds like you hang out in
I feel like, see, I think that you should get a job as a valet. I would say. I think that
Yeah.
would
Oh,
be-
you can find so many cars
Oh my god.
when you're working as a valet.
You can find all the cars you ever dreamed of having.
It's amazing.
Well, here's a question. Once you have all these things and they're yours and they belong to you and you made them, then what?
Then you just sit back and enjoy your awesome life.
But okay, how awesome is it? Describe a day in your life.
Well, I usually wake up out at sea, discovering a new part of the ocean,
Sure.
new breeds of fish.
Sure.
Uh,
And
discovered an octopus the other day, and I was like, wow, a Columbus puss.
How can people not
Wait.
be finding these things?
Wait, you knew it was called an octopus. You saw it, you said, now that right there, that's an octopus. But I'm going to call it
Oh yeah,
a Columbus puss.
the world is my oyster. The world is my Columbus.
Okay, so you wake up, you discover fish, you're on a
I
boat.
rename them
Or
or name them, as we like to say.
so
in the
you
Columbus
know what you're
household.
doing.
Well, you know,
Plead the fifth.
plead the fish.
Plead the
Plead How dare you?
It's been working out pretty well.
Has it?
I mean, nobody likes me, but
He's not
there's a
arrested
lot of
by his
things named
father.
after me.
Yep.
No
All
one
right.
else necessarily calls them that, but in my head,
I'm definitely calling it a Columbus puss from now on.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I do think, I mean, look, I like your naming structure. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
Here's a question. What is your favorite thing that you've discovered?
Favorite thing. There's so many to choose from.
Give me a top 5 then.
Probably the internet. That was a pretty good
Okay.
discovery.
See, I could have sworn that was Al Gore.
Oh, he took credit, but we all know that it was
Do we
this
all
guy.
know?
Oh yeah.
Because I'm finding out just now
Well,
by
Catch-
evidence from the fact
catch
that I
up,
just
buddy.
said I thought it was Al Gore.
I'll read the parts of the internet,
Which parts?
Oh, you'll see.
Do you have a blog?
Do some exploring.
Do you have a blog? Is
Oh yes, it's everythingiscolumbus.blogspot.com.
Sure. Okay. Well, and so if I went there, what would be like the top? Or did you write about your
That's going to be tomorrow's entry, the Liquid Life.
Oh, you haven't even. This is a scoop.
Yes.
This is a little
It
exclusive.
was on the way here on my boat. I stopped at the floating 7-Eleven right around the harbor
Sure.
and popped in.
And
In swimming's distance, the harbor.
well,
just
here's
down
the
the-
thing:
down
is
the
that I mean, we're here in international waters. That 7-Eleven actually does belong to me. And I can tell you right now, I paid for those drinks to be stocked there in the first place.
Oh, thank goodness.
And I gouged you big time.
Well, I don't know. I
Uh,
just still don't understand why you aren't opening the pop tops.
Oh, I
Because
do.
that's how you drink them.
No, that's how everybody drinks them. That's how
Yeah.
everybody in the world drinks a can of soda.
I'm pretty sure I just figured this out.
Well, you might have just figured it out. That doesn't mean that nobody else
Did
was
you
doing
think they were
it
using
before.
can openers to
That's-
open the drinks?
I'm pretty sure everyone's been using these as decorations for
Oh.
centuries.
Well, I mean, some people also will open with a key in the side.
Okay.
And
Shotgun.
then, yeah, which
Oh,
is
Columbusing. Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Did Columbus also discover the
Oh,
shotgun?
we started that a long time ago.
Here's a question: when did you start being on the high seas? Is that like a lifelong thing, or did you like
I was born on the seas.
you were born on the seas? So is the boat like passed down from?
It's the original boat.
Oh, this is the Nina Pinta Santa Maria.
It's the Columbus.
The SS.
The SS. We renamed it.
Okay,
We don't need the Queen telling us what to call our ships.
so there were 3 of them originally, if I am not mistaken.
They're just now one big mega ship.
Yes.
that what it
It's
You
a
just
giant-
you
a
just
mega yacht.
Voltroned them together,
Yes.
and I feel like I get the feeling that a boat made of wood, it would like deteriorate over time.
Well, we've kept it together with our cum.
The Queen's got
It's a
good.
good shellac.
wood.
Okay, so your boat is mostly dry cum.
Yes, it's surprisingly adhesive.
So it's a giant Voltron boat made of mostly cum.
And wood.
The
But,
Queen's
like-
wood.
But like that wood's mostly gone.
Oh no, it's been veneered over centuries.
I feel like this is a ship of Theseus situation at this point. Is there more Nina Pinta Santa Maria, or is there more cum?
Well, only time will tell.
I don't think it's the same boat anymore.
That's why it's called the SS Columbus,
Okay.
because it's mostly Columbus.
But when I brought it up, you said it's the same boat.
Well, in spirit, yes.
All right.
It still carries the same seeds.
No, I mean it doesn't. It carries new seeds.
It's all in the family.
Gross. All right.
That's what we say on the SS Columbus. When you're here, you're Columbus.
Here's a question. What happens if there's a girl child in your family?
We throw her overboard.
All right. Yeah, I guess I could have seen that coming. All right. I'm trying to figure out. I feel like I've dug pretty deep here.
Oh, we've dove, driven,
I mean, look,
sailed. We have sailed far and long
Matt, do you
into
have
the
any
sunset.
burning questions for Aiden?
Oh my goodness, I've learned so much. Let's see. You're related to Columbus. Did you guys discover Thanksgiving as well? That's a holiday that's coming up.
That holiday is coming up. I wouldn't say we discovered it as much as invented it.
Oh.
What is your opinion on the Pilgrims?
The Pilgrims.
The Puritan Pilgrims who
bunch
arrived
of
on
whiny little
Plymouth.
shits, if you ask
All
me.
right. Okay. All right. Now we're starting to agree on some things.
Always, it's so cold. We don't have enough food. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Where'd
And
your
come
food
on this deck? We need to
Okay.
keep it shallot.
I see. Wait, do you also eat the cum?
No, just come on the. They
Wh-
needed to.
Well, where do you get food? How do you keep warm?
Oh, we have plenty of food in the Columbus deck.
Where does it come from?
We just have it. With stockpiles, preserved.
The same stockpile since 1492?
Oh well, we stop at ports and discover new cuisines of other cultures and make them our own.
You're a pirate.
Well, we pay for it.
Oh, okay.
In,
Okay.
in compliments and new discoveries.
You're a pirate. You're a pirate. You're a pirate.
I wouldn't say that.
You're a pirate
That is
on
such
a cum boat.
negative connotation.
You are not an explorer. You are a pirate on a cum boat.
I mean, that does sound pretty cool.
That's,
Cum pirate.
you're a cum pirate. You are. You should start.
Christopher Aiden Columbus. Cum pirate.
I mean, I think
I like that.
I mean, I think accepting that you are a disgusting, horrible villain is sometimes the best way to go. I mean, just earlier, we were talking about building a bit. Do you want to be in our big heist team?
Oh, absolutely. Do we get to discover things and
Oh,
make them our own?
Oh, we discover a lot of things.
We discover a
you know
lot of
what I'm
things, and we
saying.
do it very wet. The whole time
And-
we're wet.
And we
Well,
also
I'm a sailor.
There you go.
on
And
a
you
cum
have a lot of
boat.
cum experience. Probably used a lot of oils.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I think we found the right person for the job.
What? Okay, if you have to decide what your below the line film set name is.
Below the line film set.
Yeah, like all the like gaffers, and because I'm the best boy, obviously. Somebody we've got craft services, stunts.
Gloopy. What's his name?
Gooby Gary.
Yeah.
Gooby Gary might be the grip. Well, I'm not sure if Bobby was saying he wanted to be craft services or if he wanted the grip. But so there's probably also like what do they call there's like makeup? Do you have any interest in that? Hair and makeup?
Hair and makeup. Why not?
Okay. So hair and makeup, the cum pirate. Or actually, you know what? Probably we'll just call you the cum pirate if I'm being honest.
I feel like that's got a good ring to it.
Yeah. I'm keeping the best boy. Maybe you could be like Evil Knievel.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Stunts.
but like evil spelled actually like evil.
Yeah.
Like the word evil, not the name evil.
Evil. That's it.
Just evil.
Just evil.
I'm the best boy. You're evil. The cum pirate. Yeah, I think this is shaping up to be.
Be one hell of a heist.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't craft services. It was the crafty. I think that's a good. I bet that's Bobby. Bobby is the crafty. Cool. Good. I think that this has been very productive. I think we've done a lot of good work here today.
Where's our first spot we're gonna discover?
That's a good question. Bobby seemed very excited about shooting up a baseball game. I'm not sure what that was all about. But what's baseball up to right now?
Well, they're gonna go to the World Series, and maybe we can shoot at the World Series.
Yeah. Does the World Series have a cash prize?
I'm sure there's. A bunch of rich people there.
What if we heist that?
Ooh.
What if we heist like
The World Series
yeah,
trophy.
like the skyboxes?
Yes, let's take
the
the
trophy. Let's take the trophy. That's right.
No one has to die. We don't have to forget.
Money
I said that
doesn't
we're gonna shoot 'em
look.
up.
I don't necessarily want to shoot up the World Series. That seemed like it was Bobby's thing, and like if he goes off once we're there, that's on him. He's the crafty. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, he'll get out of it. He's crafty.
He is crafty, and also I don't know if he can get in trouble. It seems like, yeah, we still a big trophy. So how would we go about that? Do you think? Where do you think they keep the big trophy? Do you have any inside knowledge? Maybe.
I think they keep it underneath the stadium or
Okay.
the field.
So that's interesting. So that means we'd have to infiltrate the underneath part with the dugouts and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're a chameleon.
Yes.
You could just be one of the
Dress
baseball
up.
players.
Yeah, exactly.
Be one
Way
of the
ahead,
players. Okay.
Be one of the baseball players. I'll get the key to the basement.
Yeah.
And I'll let you guys into the back.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Well, I'm thinking I'll reach out to because I'm very famous and rich, and so I'm gonna reach out
You're a
to
billionaire.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna reach out to the whoever takes care of the announcing. And I'm gonna say, hey, let me announce the World Series. Come on, let me announce Game 6. Is that the last one? Game 6, 7. Let me announce Game 7. Come on, let me do it. Come on, I'll give you so much money. Just let me announce Game 7, and then I'll be up in the box, so I'll have the eye in the sky. I'll be able to see everything that's going on. And then, where is the World Series happening this year? Can we get that information?
It's unknown yet
Oh, yeah,
Is it unknown?
because it's still the playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, do they decide it based on who's in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you just discovering this now?
I don't know anything about baseball. Famously, I know nothing about baseball. I know a couple things about football. I know a lot of things about the punching show. Do you guys know the punching show? Where
Columbus show.
Okay. But with the one guy who like walks like this, and then he punches everyone. He's Irish. And
UFC?
then yes, the punching show. You know the punching show. It's called the punching show.
Are you describing Conor McGregor? Is that who you're describing?
Yes. I know some things about the punching show. I know a couple of things about football. I don't know anything about baseball except they hit the thing.
They hit the thing.
They throw one person throws a thing and another person hits the thing.
And then they catch the thing and throw the thing.
See, I would have figured that they would have like a big fancy World Series stadium that would be fancier than all the other stadiums, and they would do it there every time.
Not a bad idea.
I think they should play it on the moon.
Ooh. Would that work?
They'd have to have long fences.
Also, how would we get there?
On a space raft.
Made it come.
Because wait, okay.
Enough
I guess
come, it'll stay
I
together.
should have asked this earlier. Did we did go to the moon?
I mean, yeah, but it's just moving up there. It was really even a harder task because it's a moving target.
Sure, it's like playing Galaga. You have to figure out where it's going to be in advance.
Right.
So it was.
I guess everyone agrees that the moon moves.
Everyone? I don't know if everyone agrees. I think there's some people out there who think it's a hologram.
Oh yeah.
These people are foolish.
Sure. Anyway, we gotta get back to this heist. Are most of the stadiums pretty much the same? I guess my question is, are they going to be anywhere near the ocean?
San Francisco has a bay on the other side of it.
Okay. All right. What are the chances? Like who's sort of like in contention at this point? Not San Francisco. Does anybody do we know who's in contention for
I think Los Angeles,
the Lakers,
the Dodgers.
I'll find out.
I've heard a lot of things
Houston.
about Houston, the Astros.
Yes.
Why did I know that one?
It's a good question.
I didn't. Why is that the one that I know?
It?
That's probably it. And what about the San Diego one? Is that maybe anything?
San Diego. They exist.
San Diego Padres.
Do you?
Fathers.
Who did you?
It just said what? Sorry, it just said who's in the playoffs. It wasn't necessarily saying.
Like, okay, who's in the playoffs?
We got Phillies and we got the Braves, Guardians. What were they? The Bullets? Is that what that was? Guardians was the change name. What was Guardians?
They were the Cleveland Indians.
Yeah, Indians.
Oh, right.
My family discovered them.
Yeah,
sure. Okay, so. What is it? Phillies,
and then the Mariners,
okay,
Astros.
So Mariners, that's Seattle. There's ocean near there.
Yeah.
Houston is nowhere near the ocean.
No.
So
okay,
so
maybe like we gotta really with your billions of dollars.
Our first order of business. Philly that's nowhere near the ocean, really.
I don't think so.
I mean, relative. That's probably the closest one to where we are physically now.
Yeah.
Let's bring the ocean to the stadium.
Okay. Pull a Delaware on them.
Yeah.
Okay. So read them off again.
Okay.
And where they're from.
Okay. Seattle Mariners.
Okay. Seattle. Perfect.
Philadelphia Phillies. I'm assuming.
Philadelphia is an option.
Astros.
Astros,
no.
Fuck
an
Texas.
option. Guardians was not an option. Yankees.
Where's the Guardians?
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland. No. Well, I mean, Cleveland is sort of near.
What about the Yankees?
Isn't Cleveland right next to a Great Lake? We could use the lake.
Yeah. Plenty.
What
about New York?
New York. The ocean's there, and that might be closer than Philly, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the New York, what is that? The Mets.
The
Yankees.
They also have the Mets, right? I mean,
yes.
Can we make it so it's the Mets instead of the Yankees?
we might be able to like put a typo in there.
Okay.
At the last second.
Oh yeah, it was an accident.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The Mets weren't in the playoffs.
So here's the plan. Here's the big plan. The Mets are gonna be in the World Series, and it's gonna be played in New York City, baby. Okay.
All right.
And then, and it's gonna be played. It's gonna be played at the beach. I can make this happen for sure.
So with your billions of dollars, you can make the World Series.
But I don't want to waste too much money. Okay. So we're gonna figure out a way to rig the game so that the Yankees are in the World Series.
Yes.
But then also we'll get someone to hack. I think Gooby Gary might be able to hack. I'll check on that. I bet he can.
We can call a bomb threat on the stadium.
Yes.
Or the field.
Call a bomb threat on the stadium. And actually, we might not even have to call a bomb threat on the stadium. Bobby Pats, I don't know what he's going to do.
We just not tell him the plan, and he will be there with guns.
Bobby could do literally anything. So yes, that's the plan. We're gonna rig the games. How do you rig baseball?
Money.
No, but I don't want to do it with money. We gotta like Rube Goldberg.
We can get like a bunch of mirrors and like blind the people at bat.
Yeah.
When they're like at bat.
Or the pitcher.
Yeah.
Either one.
Whichever. Yeah.
Or
whatever's up.
wait. Okay. What if you be the
I can play all the baseball players.
Well, I was gonna say you just play the person who does the little like
the
this
ref.
thing. What is that? The
catcher?
umpire, or is that the catcher?
The catcher.
Yeah, you pretend to be the not Yankees this
yeah,
guy.
I can just switch uniforms, put the mask back on.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
little work.
And so you do that. Pretend to be the catchy guy and give him the wrong hand signals.
Gotcha.
Give him hand signals that he doesn't even recognize, and he goes, "What the fuck? The fuck are you talking about?" And then also,
I can whisper like he's gonna throw it this way.
yes, exactly, exactly. Oh yeah, learn the actual hand signals and just warn the batter what's gonna happen, so that they're all
Say 'em all out
they're all
loud.
out of the park homers.
Say them all out loud.
Yeah.
What if we also got remote control baseballs,
Ooh.
Now that's a thing.
like
That's a discovery.
drones?
So okay, can you get a hold of that? Because like I said, I don't want to spend too much money. The way to stay a billionaire is to never spend any of your money.
It can
And
discover
everybody knows that.
anything, baby.
Okay, so you
discover things all the time.
You pirate, you head off onto the high seas and shiver some timbers down at the Fry's and get us some drones.
Remote control baseballs.
Yeah,
The key to the game.
the key to the game. So we rig the World Series. We make it so it's the Mets, and then I'll use money to make sure they play at the beach.
Yes.
So then you're there, you're in the dugout, I'm in the commentator's box, and then you roll up or wash up in the old cum boat.
The SS
And
Columbus.
yeah, come out full.
Columbus.
The SS Columbus. And you come out full Captain Phillips. I'm the captain now. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Those were pirates, right? That was a pirate
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
They're discoverers.
Well, all right. You'll roll out and you walk up to the umpire or whatever and go, "I'm the captain now," and take us and hold him at whatever, like a cutlass. What do you use?
A what?
A cutlass, like a curved pirate sword.
Yeah.
You hold him at cutlass point and say, "Hey, take me to the big trophy." And probably Bobby will be shooting people, and we can't do anything about that. But it's not our thing.
prerogative.
It's not our deal. I think that yeah. I think that's
Sounds perfect.
I think that's a good heist. I think that's a perfect. Well, I guess heist is usually they don't know, like it's supposed to be like tricky, and you trick them into thinking one thing's okay. So maybe okay. What about this? We do it like that, but then the cops are gonna show up, and at a certain point, they're gonna think that the plan has gone all wrong and that we're going to prison. But in the reality, it's I'm gonna find another person, and they're gonna be the cop. Where I'm gonna find a fourth or fifth, or maybe sixth or seventh. We're gonna have a lot of people in this crew, and some of them are gonna roll up pretending to be the cops to take us to prison. But really, we're gonna sneak the trophy, and then
Okay.
and that's how it's a heist.
The cops will just bring us back here, right?
Yeah,
Travel back
probably.
up. Yeah.
Back to the international waters.
We are probably gonna lose the Columbus.
I'm not okay with that.
Yeah,
History, lots of years to come. In that.
Yeah.
That's
and also probably the
centuries.
Constitution is on there somewhere.
The real one.
The real one.
That one in the Smithsonian is a total fake.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can probably manage to save the Columbus. I mean, no one's gonna want the Columbus. They're not gonna put the Columbus in a museum.
That's true. What are they gonna put a boot on it?
true.
What are they gonna take it to
how
the
they
impound
have
lot?
tried. But that cum is buoyant.
It's-
It just smells like cum. Like they're like
That's also true. Oh man, that thing probably stinks so much.
Smells like heritage.
family.
I hate this. I think this is a good plan, and I think we're gonna do a good job.
It's foolproof.
Foolproof.
Fool approved.
Full approved. All right. Anything else that you wanna? Does anybody want to say anything else, or
Columbus.
I mean, we don't have to say we don't have to say anything else. Just like if you want to say anything else, it's probably like now's a good time
Never stop discovering.